Greetings and salutations, YouTube. This is Muah Focal, and I'm here today. I'm going to just kind of talk about my vision. I am 29 years old, and my experiences are so different than a lot of people's. I went to college. I did what everybody told me to do. However, I didn't get the great job after school. I have had a series of shorter term jobs that are cool and everything. I graduated back in '09. But since then, you know, I started in the nonprofit sector. And anybody who knows anything about nonprofits knows that they operate under grants. And so, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I think it was important to share. How you doing? I think it is important to share one's point of view in life. So anyway, I graduated from college, went working in the nonprofit sector. Grants fell through, and things were hard. And I've been unemployed now for a good little while. I was working in 2011 briefly, and I lost the grant again, and then I'm fed up. I'm fed up and I'm tired of trying to work for someone else. And so it's time to work for myself. So here's the vision. In February of this year, I had my first virgin hair experience. I visited the Atlanta Hair Show, and I visited the Atlanta Hair Show, and I reached out to, and I bought my first virgin hair, and I paid $100 a bundle for 20 inches, which really wasn't 20 inches. It's more like 16. It had like maybe two 20-inch hairs at the bottom, but you know how that goes. But anyway, I paid for 20 inches of virgin Malaysian hair, and that's my first time dealing with virgin hair. And so I'm so excited. I got my virgin hair, and I paid $100 per bundle plus closure, so I spent like $4 something on the hair. Now, as I'm at the hair show buying the hair, there's someone over here buying hair, and they're spending, you know, a couple hundred. There's a lady over here. She spent like $600 or $700 on hair. And so I'm like, I did the math. I was like, wait a minute. He made about $1,500 in 10 minutes. How can I get on his level? So I left there inspired. Right then and there, I had my aha moment, and I started researching how the best way to begin a virgin hair business. This journey has led me to meeting different people, and you know, I definitely was able to reach out and connect. I was able to go on YouTube and start subscribing to channels, and I was lurking on YouTube before I even started subscribing, and I got information, and I have vendors now. So I have suppliers that are willing to supply me with the hair. I am going to start selling virgin hair. And this video is to announce the beginning of my company, the official announcement. You may have heard me alluding to it in other videos, but this is the official announcement of my virgin hair company, Opulence Virgin Hair Coimpany. I'm very excited. This is new for me. While there are business owners in my family, this is the first business that I've ever run, and I'm doing it alone by myself. I do have, you know, of course, you know, I'm consulting, you know, my resources. I'm using the Small Business Development Center here in Atlanta to kind of get my paperwork in order and all that good stuff. Today, I paid for my domain name, and I'll be probably spending the next week or so trying to have it up in a week. My website, where I'll be selling the hair. I'll be selling Brazilian. I'll be selling Brazilian, Indian. I'm going to start with 3 types. I'm going to sell Brazilian, Indian, and Russian. That's right. Brazilian, Indian, and Russian. There are other types of hair that I can sell, but I think those are 3 very popular types. Russian is picking up in popularity, and I'm fortunate enough that I've made relationships with a European vendor that can get me some Russian hair. So probably up first, I'll just have my Brazilian and my Indian up, and I'll have it in 3 textures: the natural straight, natural wavy, and naturally curly. I can also do a processed deep wave for those that are interested in that, and a processed curly. So that's with the Brazilian hair, and I can do it with Indian hair right now. I do have some hair I've shown you in other videos. This is Brazilian hair. This will be the type of hair that I sell, and I've shown you in other videos that I have a lot of bundles of this hair. I've made my first kilo purchase of the hair, so I'm really excited about this. So yeah, the Russian hair I'm probably gonna have to wait on because I want to test it first. I'm not one of those people that wants to sell shoddy product. I know how the game goes. And eventually I'll be looking for reviewers. So some of you ladies that I love and adore, I will get you to review my hair. And I do want an honest opinion. Keep in mind, I am a new business owner, and I'm definitely vetting my vendors right now. But I do have a couple of vendors that I think are very solid. One that I'll be buying my Brazilian hair from, and one that I'll be buying my Indian hair from. So I'm excited. I feel like I'm venturing on a new journey. I know so many people have done this before. There are so many people that are still doing it. And I know that there are going to be probably a lot of people who are going to be naysayers, and that's fine. But I'm not going to let that affect me, because I feel that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Even if I start this business and let's say 2 years from now I decide this isn't for me, it just feels good to know that this is my first business. Every businesswoman has to have her first business in order to be a businesswoman. So this is my first business. This is my transition out of the workforce and into entrepreneurship. To shift from depending on someone else for my income and to working for myself. I have built businesses for other people. I have written grants for other companies. I have taken my valuable time out of my life that I can never get back to build other people up. Now it's time to work for self. So on this day, this beautiful September 12th, I announced the launch of Opulence Virgin Hair Coimpany. This is my business. This is my baby. I will chronicle my process on YouTube, because I feel like it's important to empower and to share one's journey with someone else. I think people a lot of times go through things and they hide it and they bottle it up. But I want people to know I'm a regular woman. I don't have no money. I don't have no money. Literally right now, when I get profit from hair, it goes right back into more hair. Right back into more hair. So right now I'm not really profiting like that on the hair, but I'm investing and I'm stockpiling, and I'm testing and trying different hairs, and I know that these investments that I'm making in my business are going to pan out. So I'm going to eventually invest in a better camera and some video editing software so that I can make this more professional. But right now y'all gonna have to bear with me. It's me and my HP Pavilion. We're gonna hold it down and we making it happen. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. Look out for my virgin hair, and stay tuned for more updates on this 34-inch hair that I'm currently wearing. Bye bye.